If we didn't do well in this game. I'm still very proud of what this team has been able to accomplish this year and winning 11 games. I don't think we played our best game today, but you got to give a lot of credit to Auburn. They played very well. I think one of the biggest differences in the game was third down. We could not get off the field on third down. That allowed them to extend drives and led to several scoring opportunities for them. We didn't do a very good job on third down, so we didn't sustain drives because of that, and that affects time of possession and a whole lot of other things. So that was probably the biggest difference in the game. This team has overcome a lot of adversity this year, and I'm very pleased and proud of the way they performed all year long. I don't think we played our best today, and I'm certainly responsible for that, and I think all of us in the organization will learn from what we can do better in the future. So I don't think one game defines who you are. Certainly doesn't define this team for who they are. And, again, I'm very proud of what they were able to accomplish. I'm sorry that I could not do a better job as a coach and a leader to help them play better in this game so they would have an opportunity to play in the SEC championship.
Questions?
What went wrong on some of those crossing patterns and on some of those third downs? What do you see?
I really don't know what crossing patterns you're talking about. Talking about us guarding them?
Yeah, you guys are.
They were in a stack, and we didn't have a rat in the hole to cut the guy because we were trying to five-man rush, and 23 did a great job with his quickness getting away from us and outrunning us across the field. So we changed the way we played those later in the second half, and it helped a little bit. We didn't get a lot of pressure. We didn't affect the quarterback, and the ball got out of his hand quickly because of the kind of routes that they ran, and we didn't do a good job of covering.
Were you guys surprised how much they ran Jefferson?
Well, we knew he was very athletic, and we certainly respected him as a runner. That's not something that they've done a lot, but we did respect his ability to scramble and extend plays. He did make a couple really, good runs. He pulled the ball, and when Hootie got hurt, he got cut on the zone option and ran a quarterback draw for a big first down. So we have a lot of respect for the guy. He's really, really a good player. Best quarterback we played against all year.
What happened on the consecutive snaps that got away from the low snaps or early snaps?
Well, we were going on the clap, and Bo said he heard somebody clap, whether it was one of their players or whether one of our players. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. And then the second time, Bo clapped to try to get the line's attention to find out who the mic was. We weren't even set on the play. I thought they should have called illegal procedure on us. But two miscommunications because you're going on silent count. We could have made a change and did a different kind of silent count, which used the leg lift instead of the clap. But very unfortunate, crucial situation in the game where we had a chance to get back in the game.
How do you think Jalen played tonight?
Excuse me?
How do you think Jalen played today?
I think Jalen really competed in the game. He made a lot of plays in the game. He scrambled a lot with his feet. We just didn't do a good enough job in the passing game. But that's not just Jalen. We didn't have good enough protection. We didn't have guys getting open. Maybe we just needed to have better design in what we did, and he probably could have done a little better job of reading some things.
Was crowd noise a big factor?
Well, we knew the crowd noise would be what the crowd noise was. When you play on the road in this league, it's always that way. You have to go on silent on offense, which is a little more difficult for the offensive players. We practiced it. We've played in it many times before. They had a very enthusiastic crowd, but I don't think the decibels matter after it gets so loud. You can't hear anyway. So, and we've dealt with that several times this season. We didn't
Talk about your chances to get in the playoff.
Excuse me?
You talk about your chances to get in the playoff.
I think this team deserves the opportunity to get in the playoff by what they've been able to accomplish and what they've been able to do. Certainly not maybe in this game, but I think the team we play tonight is a very good football team and probably one of the best teams in the country. They've won 11 games. Not very many teams are able to do that. And I really don't know what all the scenarios might be where we would have an opportunity to do it. I'd certainly like to see this team get the opportunity to do it, and I think they deserve it.
Nick, when you had the drive, like, opening up the second half, is that something y'all saw at halftime that where y'all could attack? And then after that, is that something they kind of adjust to?
Well, we came out with a little fire, a little more intensity right out of halftime and had a great drive, got us ahead in the game, but we just couldn't sustain it. I mean, we didn't sustain it. I mean, one of the big points in this game was you're gonna have to do a great job of executing, and you're gonna have to sustain it. Because it's gonna be this kind of game. It's gonna be a 60-minute game, and it's gonna be a street fight, and it's gonna be a battle. That's how these games always are, and you're gonna have to sustain it. And we weren't able to sustain any consistency in how we played. And same thing on defense, really. I mean, we would play 3 or 4 plays really well, get them in 3rd and 8, they'd get a first down. We'd do it again, 3rd down, they'd get another first down. That was pretty much the story. So, got to do a better job in those situations, and we need to do a better job of being able to sustain things offensively and defensively.
Was JC Austin okay, or you just felt like Ross was a better fit, the left guard?
He got hit in the head, had a concussion.
How did you think your 3
Couple
injured
more.
linebackers came back and played?
Excuse me?
How did you think your 3 injured linebackers came back and played?
Well, they all made a contribution, and I didn't see any glaring errors. You know, I think everybody out there probably made a few mistakes, but I think it was very helpful that we had those guys back, and we were glad to have them back, and I'm glad to see them back.
What do you see from the offense on 3rd down situations?
What did I see from them?
From your
I've been
own.
seeing everything I've been talking about. We weren't very good. We didn't protect very well. We didn't get open very well. Quarterback didn't read stuff very well. We didn't throw the ball and catch it very well. So that's what I saw.
I think you had,
Last one, guys.
you had just 5 carries in the first half by the running backs. Did y'all abandon the run at one point? And just what do you feel about the play calling there?
You're talking about our play calling? I was fine with our play calling. Play calling is like anything. If it works, it's a good play. If it doesn't work, it's a bad play. So the way we passed the ball, every pass that we called, other than about 5 or 6, were bad calls. Because they didn't work.
Okay. That's all the time we got, guys. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.